Welcome back. So I got a little interesting mail day. Only a couple items. So I figure this is a good opportunity to show a few things, give you guys a little update, kind of explain the abrupt absence, if you will, a little bit more to a greater degree. So, as I mentioned in my little driving video, I got married. Got married this past weekend. For both my wife and I, it was both our first and our second marriage. And I know that statement will confuse the heck out of many of you, if not all of you. But the full picture is that over the past 2 years, my wife and I have been working on our Orthodox conversion to Judaism. We previously had conservative conversions, and we finally decided to correct our error in our view and finally go through an Orthodox conversion, both for our own sake and more particularly for the sake of our son, because we don't want him to have any limitations in his life in this regard. So a 2-year process. On Sunday, we finally finished. We met the Bay Stint again. Had a little modified bris for a couple of us, and went to them and immersed in the mikveh. And once we were Orthodox, we were no longer married. So we had to have a halakhically sound wedding and marriage. So we rushed back from the mikveh, stopped by the house for about 15 minutes, and went right back out and got under the chuppah. And we were joined by the community, which was about 130 that originally responded saying they'd be there. Of course, that's when it was scheduled for outside. We moved it inside. We only had 50 or 60. But considering it was 2 weeks' notice, we got a lot of love and support from the community in which we live, and also from many, many friends and family who joined us through Zoom on that particular day. So that'll give you a much fuller picture of kind of what's going on and kind of the reason for the abrupt and kind of lack of heads up, as we were kind of scrambling just to try and coordinate, plan, schedule, RSVP, all that good stuff. Taking what many people take a year to do, we condensed it down to a couple weeks, while trying to work and live our lives, and try and maintain some semblance of normalcy. So that's where we are now. I'm officially an Orthodox Jew. Had a very nice Hasidic wedding. So yes, I am a Yid and a Chassid. I know one's not supposed to talk about religion on their channel, but that's who I am, and I collect Jewish players. A lot of you are already kind of expecting that, and should not really be surprised. So, now that I've given you a little bit of update while you're randomly staring at a Bob Feller in front of you, which seems a little bit odd. A Bob Feller in front of a brown envelope. Doesn't look very Jewish. But the reason why I bought this is because when you flip it over, it's a little PC edition. A little Hank Greenberg sig on the back. Greenberg was the GM for the Indians when Bob Feller was a player. So he happened to sign this card. Checked with a couple of other collectors. We all agree the sig was good, and purchased it for like $25, something like that. Something crazy. And this other one I didn't spend any money on, at least recently. Another one of my hobbies is coin collecting. In particular, Israeli coins, early Israeli coins, and British Mandate Palestine. This is a 1949 Israeli mint set. These are incredibly hard to find and usually very, very expensive. I was lucky to find this inexpensively locally at a coin shop. I've dealt with many times before. They gave me a good deal. And honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to find another set. They're just that difficult to find, to come by, and to acquire. Or I should say, I will probably find other sets, see other sets, auctions and stores and shows, but not at the, I think it was like $70 he charged me for the set. These go for a heck of a lot more, both because of the limited production of these sets and the fact that a lot of them didn't last. Some of them were cut out, chopped up, slabbed. Just like cards, coins get slabbed and graded as well. So very difficult to find. I had originally sent this off to Heritage Auctions, and they recently sent it back after, I think, a year and a half of holding on to it. But they at least verified that it was good, and they just didn't have quite the right spot for it. So I will hold on to it. I'm into it for very little, especially over long term. And it is part of the collection. So I figured I'd bring out both of these while I gave you a little update, a little explanation of the abrupt hiatus for the channel. And hopefully this week or next, I'll be able to get back on track, make more videos, go through the collection a little bit more, so I can give some thorough updates on that, so you can really see where the PC has gone, because it has expanded quite a bit. But for now, that's what I got to show you, that's what I got to tell you. So until next time, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the marketplace or a YouTuber, dictate that to you. And most importantly, have fun. And have fun by being active in this hobby, in this community. So find your way of participating, whether it's making videos, watching and commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. The more you'll learn, the more your PC will grow, the more people you'll meet, and the more absolutely fantastic friendships you'll form. So I thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.